Continuous positive airway pressure, also known as CPAP. To most, this is a life-changing device, but for some, it's something that they can't even get used to, and they fail to use the machine. Here we're gonna give you some reasons as to why you might be failing at CPAP therapy. If you would like to have a better understanding of what CPAP is, please click on the link above where we have a video explaining what CPAP is. When starting CPAP therapy, there are some key things to consider. These key things can determine your success with CPAP therapy. Many patients fail to use their CPAP for the same reason. The first and most common problem is what? The mask is uncomfortable. The mask being uncomfortable is something that I can understand and I can relate to. While choosing the right mask can be a daunting process, I'm gonna give you some tips so you can choose the right mask for you. Things to consider with the mask are the pressure points, where the mask lands on the face, if it pushes the nose up, if it sits on the forehead, if it does any pressure on the bridge of the nose, or if it has prongs that go into the nose. These are all possibilities with masks. If you currently are already trying a mask and there's something you don't like, let's say you have a ResMed P10 and it's going into your nasal passage, it might be pushing up, it might be bothering you. You might want to try a nasal mask that covers the whole nose. For those of you using a full face mask that might be doing some pressure on the bridge of the nose, maybe causing a sore, you might want to try a mask like the ResMed AirFit F30, which goes under the nose and it doesn't go over the nose. Those are little tips and tricks when you're choosing a mask to just keep trying. Don't settle for one mask. If you know it's uncomfortable and you can't tolerate it, you got to try a different mask until you find the right mask for you. Second on the list is that the pressure might make you feel like you're suffocating. And man, can I tell you, that is a common side effect of CPAP therapy. Everybody complains about the pressure being too high or too low, and they feel like they're suffocating. I can tell you, a lot of it has to do with mindset. When you put on the mask, you put all your concentration into the mask, and it creates a sensation that you start hyperventilating, you start like trying to breathe forcefully with the mask. This is something you need to try to avoid. You can avoid this by relaxing, taking it easy, make sure you put the mask on, try to maybe listen to music, try to watch TV, try to do something that'll entertain you so that you don't focus all your concentration on just that mask and that pressure coming in. You wanna make sure that you can focus your mind on something else. Keep in mind that machines have a ramp setting. What is a ramp setting? It's a softer pressure that the machine starts out at to be more comfortable in the very beginning. And it'll gradually increase little by little till it gets to your optimal pressure. When you fall asleep at that comfortable pressure and then you wake up a few hours later feeling like suffocating because there's too much pressure, that can be the cause, because that pressure gradually went up to your optimal pressure. And when you're going through your stages of sleep from deep sleep to a lighter sleep, that can wake you up, making you feel that pressure's too much. What you can do in this case is take the mask off, catch your breath, relax. Then put your mask back on and start therapy all over again. The machine will go back to that low pressure and gradually go back up again to your optimal pressure, giving you a chance for you to be able to fall asleep with that more comfortable pressure again. This is just a hurdle that you have to get over in the beginning, because it's you getting used to that CPAP therapy and used to that pressure, because the airway is not used to that amount of pressure coming in, so it gets exhausted and it gives you that feeling that like you're suffocating. That feeling will surpass with time. Third on the list is something I've already touched a little bit, but it's mindset. What do I mean by mindset? If you go with a negative mindset, you're already fighting an uphill battle, because you're going in looking at all the bad things, how uncomfortable it's gonna be, having to sleep with a machine, your bed partner seeing you with a machine on or not. Those are all the things that some patients tend to look at, all the negatives. You don't wanna focus on the negatives, because if you focus on the negatives, there's no way you're gonna be able to get through that part. You wanna make sure you have a positive mindset when you're going into CPAP therapy. You might say, how am I gonna have a positive mindset if I gotta put a mask on? You could have a positive mindset, because it's very simple. That mask is gonna help you get a restful night's sleep. You're gonna wake up feeling refreshed. You're gonna have better concentration, better memory, better coordination, and you're just gonna have an overall well-being feeling. So it's something that you wanna really go into with that positive attitude. Going in with that positive mindset will help you overcome all those hurdles that come up, especially in the beginning. When you feel that pressure is too much, or if the mask bothers you, just remember that when you get that restful night's sleep, it's gonna make a world of difference. Now, last on the list is actually patients that are able to sleep the full night with the machine, but they have some symptoms in the morning that makes them not want to use the machine. Whether it be too much dryness in the throat, in the mouth, or it could be a pressure sore because of the mask. These are all common problems that happen when people start CPAP therapy. And all we gotta do is minor tweaks to get you on the right path. When it comes down to the dry mouth and dry throat, it's sometimes as simple as just adjusting the humidity. Now, keep in mind that if you're gonna adjust the humidity very high, you might wanna consider getting a climate line tubing. A climate line tubing is a tubing that's just gonna keep the temperature in the tube to the same temperature of the humidity. It's gonna heat up that tube so that there's no water condensation inside the tubing, no water buildup, thus allowing you to receive the full humidity of the machine. Another thing you might wanna consider when it comes to dry mouth that you might not expect is actually the type of mask you're using. If you're using a nasal mask and you're a mouth breather, you keep opening your mouth, the best option for you is maybe consider to get a full face mask or at least a chin strap. If you're looking for a good recommendation on a full face mask, you should check out the Fisher & Paykel Vetera. That mask is very comfortable. It sits, like the straps on the back of the head are very comfortable. The cushion's very comfortable. For those of you that don't want anything going to the forehead or don't like anything on top of the bridge of the nose, then the Respironics Dreamwear full face mask is the mask for you, because that mask sits right under the nose, covers the mouth, and it has these little silicone straps that go to the top of the head, and the tubing will come out the top. That's a great mask as well. And now for those of you that had the problem of the sores on the face, we have to go back to step one. Step one is what? The mask. You want to have a comfortable mask. So that's one of the main reasons why people fail CPAP therapy, because they can't find the comfortable mask. And if the mask is doing any sores on your face, you got to change the mask. You got to try a different mask. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that we've helped you understand why you could be failing CPAP therapy. If you have any questions or you feel like I missed something, please comment down below. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. My name is Ozzy. I'm the respiratory therapist here with Sleeplay.com. Until next time.